Hi Leo, as promised we are starting with you because it's your birthday month. So as you heard in the intro video, we are moving into that full moon energy, so there are some messages that have to do with releasing and letting go as we move into your reading. I've pulled from 3 decks, just one card from each deck and a clarifying card. I have not shuffled on camera, I shuffled before, and my intention for that is to just take a little less time with the shuffling, and hopefully you trust in my integrity in that matter. I have nothing to gain by pulling cards for someone I don't know. Okay. All right, so the first deck is the Elena Fairchild Sacred Rebels. I pulled the Power of Attraction card, and I'll go into what I think all of this means at the end. And to clarify that, I pulled the Releasing Allegiances card. From the Ethereal Visions deck, a lot of people have been using these lately. I pulled for you the Devil, and to clarify that was the 8 of Swords, which is interesting. And then from the Chakra Wisdom deck, I pulled for you the Perseverance card, and to clarify that, the Passion card. All right, so I'm going to just start with the fact that I find it interesting that both of your cards from the Chakra Wisdom deck are sacral chakra related cards. They're orange. Your sacral chakra has to do with your sexuality, your creativity, your flow, your vitality, your joy, that orgasmic, yummy energy of life. So both of your cards have to do with that. And then we come back to the beginning with the Sacred Rebels, and we have this message about the power of attraction. And of course, the power of attraction, in the card, you see a what looks like a romantic couple, right? But when we talk about the power of attraction, it's not just about romance. That same energy comes from the creativity energy. So it's that sexual, what can be sexual energy, artistic energy, creative energy. It's what attracts things into our life, right? And if we're using that creative energy to attract negative things into our life, we're going to get negative results, right? So if we're feeling down on ourselves and no one's noticing us, yada, 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 we're going to attract more and more evidence that that is true. And the opposite is also true. If we're feeling really great about ourselves, we feel like we're on top of the world, we're going to attract circumstances that make us believe that, or continue to believe that that is true. So when we have this power of attraction card, there's a message of releasing allegiances. So what I'm seeing here, bringing it all together, is the Devil card. So the Devil usually brings up having kind of some sort of toxic, a lot of times a toxic hold, something having a toxic hold on you. Maybe an addiction, a toxic relationship, a toxic mental pattern, a trauma response that you're allowing yourself to continue reliving. And that we can talk about how we can move out of trauma responses in the future. I don't mean to sound insensitive. But because the card is being clarified by the 8 of Swords, there is a level of you holding yourself back right now, and almost like you're more concerned with holding on to what is causing you discomfort, pain, keeping you from thriving than you are with pursuing your passions. So you right now are you'd rather hold on to your pain than start to call in and live in alignment with your passion. And I feel like the universe is just kind of calling your bluff here, or it's like kind of calling BS, and wants you to instead start to retell your story a little bit and understand how much perseverance you've had, how far you've come considering all of the difficulties you've experienced, and to start to kind of pull yourself up and acknowledge what you actually want and persevere to actually start to accomplish the goals that you want, and stop aligning with what has held you back in the past, and instead, notice the stream of passion, the things that you really, really like, that bring you vitality, that make you happy, that give you that yummy feeling in life. Align with those, and that is going to help you attract. That's going to give you that powerful attraction. That's going to really, really free you from this self-inflicted bondage, so that you are no longer held back from really living in your purpose. Leos can really, really, really turn in against themselves if they're not being acknowledged enough by the world around them. And you need to make sure that you do that personal acknowledgement for yourself so that you start to bring that in from others. You will receive that if you're not already receiving it. It's just important for you to know that you really, really do like that energy. You like to be seen and acknowledged. So pretending that you don't doesn't actually serve you, because it shows up anyway. Like, everyone knows that you're kind of bummed that you're not getting the recognition, So acknowledging, oh, that's really important to me, and start to set goals so that you can give yourself that recognition, and then I'm pretty sure that you will start to get the recognition from others. It might not be praise, but it might be through your finances. It might be through having some sort of success in areas that will feel validating enough. But yeah, the message right now is to kind of acknowledge what is holding you back, and it's you. It's you aligning and keeping yourself stuck in something that's not really necessarily true anymore for you, and instead aligning yourself with your passions and retelling your story in a way where you are the one who has survived and persevered in spite of the difficulties that you've had, the lack of acknowledgement that you've had, the disappointments that you've had, because the story is still being written. And yeah, you're the star of the show, so just admit it to yourself, allow yourself to be that, and see how the environment around you starts to shift. I hope that helps. I hope you have a wonderful month, and when you're doing your full moon ceremony, maybe really considering releasing these allegiances, what these allegiances are, and you can always burn them safely in a fire or in any way that feels authentic for you. Have the best month. Take care, Leo. Namaste.